Hey everybody, welcome to another unboxing video. In today's video, we're gonna be cracking open the Roland Juno DS88. That's their full-size 88-note synthesizer. This is their mid-range synth that kind of sits below the FA series. It's kind of a slightly different beast. Really looking forward to opening this up. I know it's not a new model. This is something that has been with the market for several years, but like I've mentioned in a few of the other videos, we are really starting to enjoy moving more into the digital realm, more into the synth realm here at Miriam Music, and so we're exploring everything we possibly can, and it's kind of like, yeah, we might be a little late to the party, but we're loving getting to know this stuff and sharing it all with you. So, trusty orange scissors, as always. We're gonna take a look at this and get it opened up. Perfect. All right, we've got it out of the box. Always the goodies. Feels like Christmas. Instruction manual. Certainly I will be diving into that. A little bit hard to fake your way through a synth. And then we've got some power, and I think that's about it. And I think I might actually have this upside down. And indeed I do. Cool. So here we have the Juno 88, a deliciously vintage looking synth. I love the fact that this looks like an original Nintendo cartridge that pops off so that you can get the AA batteries in here for portable use. That's really awesome. From what I have read, this is a very easy instrument to get happening as like a DAW control. The phrase pad is something that people talk a lot about. We've got assignable faders. This basically is like kind of a miniature RD8. It almost sort of has some hints of Roland's design philosophy that you see show up in the RD2000 and some of the other RD series from years gone by. Anyway, looking forward to getting this plugged in and giving it a quick try, so we will be back in a few minutes, but thank you so much for checking out another video here at Miriam Pianos. Once again, we're taking a look at the Roland Juno DS full-size 88-note synth today. So we're all set up in front of the DS88, and this is reminding me a lot of several other Roland models, but yet it's definitely got its own distinct character. It's got its own distinct sort of design and control language as well, which I find really interesting because a lot of the Roland products, especially on the synth side, tend to draw on the same sort of layout designs or layout philosophies or, you know, user interface approaches. And this one certainly is a little bit unique. I mean, you've got the programmable pad over on the right side here, which is something you see on quite a few of the other Rolands. But it isn't quite the same thing. You've got like a phrase pad thing. You're going to have to dig into that and really have some fun there. The middle section it obviously has all of our patch selections, which is, you know, very easy to navigate and familiar. I believe this has the same action as the FA08, so that's feeling really nice and comfortable. It's sort of a halfway between the PHA4 and the PHA50. The weighting feels more like a PHA50, but the key itself looks more like the PHA4. Some really nice, sparkly, juicy pads there that we'll be getting into. A little bit of a Spanish thing going on there. So some nice strings. Couldn't tell you. Brass section. I remember some of these off the old Phantom series, which I knew really, really well. And then there's synth. You obviously got the ability to sample. The vocoder is something that we're going to have to take a really, really close look at. But these easy levels for quick volume control of your part 1 and your part 2 makes this really nice and convenient. And I like how the modes are clearly laid out on the keyboard. So on first take, this seems like an instrument which is geared towards people who need some basic synth functionality. Maybe they're starting to experiment with hooking this up to some DAW software such as Ableton or Logic or Pro Tools, or you know, some kind of a digital environment like that, where some sort of real-time tactile controls are something they want to start experimenting with. And obviously the fact that it's battery operated is something Roland you know, wants this to be light enough and portable enough so you can take this around with you with a laptop and maybe do some writing in a park, or possibly on a bus or a green room, or you know, a dorm room, or anything else like this. So it's not really something that is targeted towards the high-end stage piano market. But this still looks like it's going to be a ton of fun for us to get to know. So, you know, call this a preview video. We're going to be back with a full review of the Juno DS very, 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 very shortly. I am going to take several hours to just dive right into this and see how much fun we can have with all of these different features. And we will be back to you with so much more information in a coming video. So thank you so much for joining us for this quick little preview of our Roland Juno DS88. So overall first impressions are really great action for the price, no question about it. Very light, which I love. This is something that's going to be easy to take around. I'm seeing you know, onboard controls which are super clear, very, very easy to understand what the purpose of the controls are, and having quickly reviewed you know, a dozen or so sounds, it seems like these are thick, well-constructed, really lush samples we're going to be able to play around with. Even though the splitting capability may be a little bit basic, it is nonetheless laid out in a very intelligent way as well. And I'm quite intrigued by to play around with the vocoder as well as this phrase pad. So once more, my name is Stu Harrison. This has been the Miriam Pianos YouTube channel, your one-stop shop for all of the piano reviews you will ever need as a shopper or a player. And we hope you do subscribe. We'd love you to become a part of our community. Comment, let us know what you think. You know, chat us about you know, anything piano that you could possibly dream up. We really, really love engaging with our whole community when it comes to these fine instruments. So we'll see you back soon. Thank you so much for watching. Take care.